Good morning, everybody. Good morning to my walkaway peeps and anybody else who's listening. I want to begin by sharing these thoughts so that you start putting your brain in the right place to understand exactly what's really going on, because you see, the truth does matter. They shut down voting in 5 states when it didn't go their way. They shut down Parler when free speech didn't go their way. They shut down the stock market when it didn't go their way. Do you get it yet? There is such an attack on conservatives now and Trump supporters. You got to think about it this way. The left, radical left, because the Democrats are now the radical left, along with the propaganda communist media, they are declaring war against Trump and his supporters. They don't have Trump in office anymore. So now they need new boogeymen. And we have the new boogeymen now. And they're whipping everybody up into a frenzy. And you can't get caught up in that. I'm trying to be a rational, common sense person, reaching out to the rational, common sense thinking fellow Americans that may not have been Trump supporters to recognize what is actually going on. So are we really the bad, terrible boogeymen that they want to claim to be? And why are they so afraid of the truth? Because that's what this is all about. They are afraid of the truth. They would rather have folks on the left distracted from all of the completely devastating policies that the alleged Biden administration is enacting. That's what this is all about. So if you want to get yourself whipped up into a fake frenzy, you better think about what's actually happening in this country. You have walls around Congress, the National Guard protecting government. Yet, you're okay with that? But you don't want yourselves to be protected at the border? You have the Biden administration, the military wanting to give vaccines to the terrorists at Gitmo. Where are their policies coming from? Where is this making any sense? You got people losing jobs left and right, all for climate change. Think about this. So where are all the people turning off their heat in this deep, dark winter, or turning off their AC in the South, all in the cause of climate change? They are trying to get you angry at a new boogeyman rather than be angry at the policies that are negatively impacting your life. And they use fear and lies and manipulation. And they just keep repeating the lie over and over and over again. So here's something that really concerned me. So I called a friend, very close friend, and, a Biden voter. I'm a Trump voter. And we're able to communicate. We're able to have civil, respectful conversations, whether we agree or disagree. It doesn't change our friendship, because that's what it's supposed to be like in America. And now I gleaned a lot of knowledge because, some people still are watching the communist propaganda media. And all of a sudden it was like listening that you're all QAnon people. You're all conspiracy theorists and QAnon people. Where is this coming from? Weird. And then I'm like, I don't know much about QAnon. I don't ever share posts or links about QAnon. Not that up. And then she said that I use the same language as QAnon. I'm like, what? What am I saying? That's bad. She said, you call yourselves patriots. I'm like, wait, patriots? Referring to yourself as a patriot, which is a positive thing in my vocabulary, is now negative? When did that happen? Why is that okay? Why are you following along with the language police and changing the definition of really positive words to try to turn hatred towards us? Does that make any sense to anybody? So now the word patriot, and the reason why I love using that word is I got it from the Walkaway campaign. Every time I went down to DC to march, along with every demographic of American who have chosen to walk away from the Democrat Party due to their failing, despicable policies that are harming our country and trying to get rid of America and its freedoms. Please. Patriots is a good word. And nobody is going to sit there and tell me it isn't. And they can associate it with QAnon, I guess. But are we really going to start falling for this? It's just another distraction so we don't stay focused on the despicable policies. Everything they're doing is what they accuse us. They're involved in the conspiracy theory right now. They're involved trying to make us out to be domestic terrorists. Where is the evidence for that? Where is the violence? Daily, cities being taken down, burned, looted, people getting killed by these domestic terrorists. It doesn't exist. But I do know a couple of groups that it is very applicable. But no, we're not going to talk about that from the BLM and the Antifa that's going on right now. And President Trump was supposedly a dictator. How many executive orders has Biden signed? Why isn't he going through the process of Congress? That should be easy peasy because the Democrats have the Congress, the Senate, and the presidency. They should be able to pass everything. Why isn't he doing that? Because the policies are so unpopular for America, and they don't want you to hear it. They don't want any dissent. They're supporting the censorship. And that's the other scary part. My conversation with my close friend. She supports the censorship because she says she doesn't like hateful words. Who likes hateful words? Who likes that? Tell me, who likes it? If you don't like hateful words, then why are you following along with calling, Trump supporters all racists? We're all white supremacists. We're all Nazis. Joe Biden refers us to Nazis, to Goebbels, the Nazi leaders. That's not really nice, is it? But that speech is okay. And calling us domestic terrorists, that's not hate. That's okay. That's love and warmth and kindness. Are you kidding? But patriots is a hateful word. And I always tell you to shift back and stay focused on what matters. Don't let them take you down the rabbit hole, because we have got to get that message out that the truth matters. And you're being duped and manipulated into thinking things that just aren't so. And use your common sense and rational thinking. Now, another thing that I gleaned from our conversation was this person didn't really dislike President Trump's policies. See, we're able to be civil. But this person was going to tear her hair out if she heard Trump talking one more time. So you like the policies, and you dislike the man, which is fine with me. So oil prices, gas prices, losing our energy independence, getting rid of deporting illegal aliens, criminals. But that's okay because you don't like the mean tweets. Okay. The other part is they won. You guys won. Why are you so filled with hate and anger? Still, you won. Celebrate. You got everything you wanted. And the reason why you can't be happy and have to hate is because that's what you're being told to continually do. So much for that unity and love, and let's all come together. We can't come together. You want to silence our voices. You want to silence any dissent. How come none of your rights on the left were taken away during Trump? But yet all our rights are starting to be taken away. And you're supporting it here in America. You really got to wake up. Because, see, the truth matters. And dissenting opinions are fine. But you got to be able to hear the dissenting opinions. So, truth matters, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Just remember, when you're debating online, never let them put you on the defensive. So, for example, I was reading, somebody saying, how do you feel about the gas prices going up? And the person on the left changes the topic to climate change. No. You've got to hold them accountable for the policies that they're supporting. If they voted for Biden, you've got to assume they supported the policies. And you got to hold them accountable for being able to express why they support those policies. You got to hold them accountable. Tell us why this is good for America. The problem is, see, they can't. So they got to twist it around and deflect to the only thing they're good at, which is spewing hate and creating more hate and division and changing the subject. You're a bad person. I'm evil. Come on. Can't you tell? Why? Because I speak the truth and hold them accountable to their own words and their own lies. And I'm happy to present it using facts and evidence. And they can't stand it. So stick to your guns. Let's keep going. Things are going to get bad before they get better. But we are the ones who are the patriots who have to, through civil and respectful conversation, wake people up to what is actually happening. Stop making us the boogeyman. We're not your boogeyman. It's the leadership. It's the big tech. It's the leaders. It's no longer Democrat versus Republican. It's the elite versus we, the people. So you want to be useful idiots to the leadership? and the billionaires that are controlling everything now? Or do you want your freedoms back? I hope you choose freedom, because America has been the greatest country in the history of the world, and we got to ensure it gets right back. So they don't want us talking about election fraud. They don't want us talking about all of the horrific policies. They just want you to continue talking hate. And that's what this impeachment is all about. What are they so afraid of? President Trump's gone. You won. What are you so afraid of? Just throwing it out there. It's all a hoax. That in and of itself is a conspiracy theory. The swamp is so deep. We've got a big fight on our hands, but we have to continue. We can never lose hope. So, guys, thanks so much for listening. Have a good day and keep your spirits up. Take care.